Hey, butterflies, it's your girl Pam. Today is injection day, and it has been a doozy. I always inject in my stomach. I haven't ventured out. I'm a creature of habit, but I do rotate around. I was doing left to right. I've done above my belly button maybe once. So I decided to do below my belly button today. And Jesus, first of all, that's the first time I felt it. It wasn't like extremely crazy, but I'm not used to feeling anything, right? I have to look at to make sure the barrel is actually, ejected. So, yeah. So that was number one. Number two, I had a headache immediately. So I'm like, okay, I have had a little bit of cravings, and I don't even know if it was like a combination of cravings slash food noise. Nothing like it was prior to me getting on the medication, but it definitely was uncomfortable. When I say uncomfortable, I mean uncomfortable because I'm not used to it for a while. And when it remotely comes back, I get a little I get anxiety. I do. I'm not 100% sure that I trust myself to make the best choices. I get through it. Um Trying to think of what else. We did have a little heartburn, but the fatigue, oh my gosh. I did my mile, Lord, but it took everything I had, like literally everything I had. It took me like an extra 4 minutes to get the mile. But I did it. And yeah, I'm just out of it. So I've been doing the fiber gummies. Yeah, I'm just exhausted. I'm so exhausted. I this is today is what I usually feel on Thursday, and I don't know if it was the injection site or the medicine is getting in my body more. I don't know, but whatever it is, take it back. I don't like it. I don't like it. So, anyway, we'll hopefully have a better day tomorrow. I said I was going to have my mindset better than it was today because it was not there. It didn't help that I got all the way to about 10 minutes away from my provider, and then they were like, I saw an email that she sent like 15 minutes after I had left, and I don't check my email normally on the road. And I just happened to look at it because the light was long and had canceled. So anyway, I had drove about almost 50 minutes. So it's just been one of them days. Um, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I don't know. It's okay to have one of these days. I just can't stay here. So that's how I got through my cancer treatment. You can have bad days. You just can't stay there. So I'm going to try it again tomorrow. We'll talk to you later, butterflies. Love you. Hey, butterflies. It's your girl, Pam. So I need to give y'all a mental health update. I just left one of my providers, and she's just one of the sweetest people that I know, honestly. Always wonderful and gracious. She has a hill on her driveway that is literally to die for. Like, it is a hill. It is a hike. When the delivery people have a problem, it is a hike. So anyway, she has been kind enough to allow me to come through the back way. But anyway, I was sitting on her couch. Y'all know that I have been walking and trying to do better as far as my health is concerned. But it's just little moments like this that literally kicks you in your gut. And it's hurtful. And not that she did anything, because she did not. But she has a lower couch. And it's like a little, almost like a little love seat, but it's slender in the frame, so can fit in smaller spaces. And I know that my legs are long. They're just naturally long. I'm 5'7", 5'8", somewhere in there, but the majority of me is legs, right? And so I went to get up, and it almost put me right back to where I was on March 10th before I took this first injection. It hurts because you gotta, like in a regular chair, I'm fine. But because this was lower and trying to, because my legs are so long, it was harder for me to get up. Now, nobody's taking that into consideration. They're taking it that I'm having a hard time because I'm bigger. And that probably has something to do with it, but it's not the only reason. But now that's the only reason that's on my mind. And so it's hard. It's hard to digest. It's hard to process. And it's sad. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I don't know. I just feel defeated right now. But I'm going to be okay. But yeah, that was one of those mental health moments. All right, we'll talk to you later, butterflies. Love you. Hey, butterflies, it's your girl Pam, and today is our recap. Now, I was out in the streets yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to do the weigh in, so we're going to kind of put it all together today, right? So I ended up doing my third injection last Tuesday. Today is Monday. I did my third injection for the 5.0 under my belly button. I went about 2 inches below, and immediately I knew this was not the route for me. I ended up going below. I immediately got a headache. I had fatigue out of this world, like literally had to go to sleep to make myself get up and walk, and it was a chore. Now, y'all know I've been walking for a while, and I actually enjoy it. But this right here, baby, it was too much for me. It was entirely too much for me. So I wanted to give you that little recap, and now we're going to go with the rest of it. So the food noise. I had a lot of food noise this week. Too much for me. I was on the cusp of really not making good decisions. So I know that I have not been on this long enough to really depend on myself for this. So I had to be mindful. I did make good choices for the most part, but yeah, I was a little scared there. So on a scale of 1 to 5, the food noise was probably about a 3. I'm usually a 0 or a 1. I don't want to really go past a 2. I want to be able to feel stuff and be able to make good decisions for myself, but I was about literally, I'm going to even go as far as to say a 3.5. Like, we was too close for comfort for me. The fatigue, it did not let up until probably Friday. Did not let up. And Saturday, I was a little drained. I usually rest on Saturdays. The house is quiet. I don't have to worry about kids. My kids work a double on that day. And so I just really kind of relax and kind of go with the flow and kind of pour into myself. And so that's what I did. Now, I got through the exercise, and right now I am only doing a mile. Friday, I was on the phone and ended up doing 11 laps. 10 laps is a mile. We usually hit the mile before we finish the 10th lap. But, I ended up talking on the phone and ended up doing the extra lap. So I know I can do it. But next week we're starting strength training. And so I ordered me some 5-pound dumbbells. I can only do the max she wants me to do is 10 pounds because I had the 15 lymph nodes taken out from my breast cancer. But, that's fine. You can still, build a little bit of muscle. Maybe not a lot, but, I won't be in no bodybuilding contest no time soon. But I wanted to try to add that in. There's nothing wrong with my legs and stuff. I have some, little tension in my knees, but that's probably because of the weight and age. So we're going to try to work on that. Won't go too heavy on it, but we'll work on that to build hopefully those muscles up too. So let's jump in with the side effects. As soon as I took that injection under my belly button, I got a headache immediately. Now, if you remember, I'm not a person that does headaches. And when I do them, they feel like probably to a normal person, like a migraine. To me, feels like my head is about to fall off. And it's really not, but it's just aggravating and I don't like headaches. So I immediately got one. It stayed for a good while and it finally stopped. I usually take my inject normally about 8 if I'm going out into the field, 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then I go, on about my day. I usually have the protein shake between 12 and 12:30, and then hopefully get something to eat between 12:30 and 1. I do the protein shake to help me get some extra protein in. So I can get close to or above 100. The other side effects I had was that first day, I literally crashed out, like climbed in bed, crashed out. Normally that's my Thursday, but that was Tuesday immediately. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through this? So under the belly button is not for me. I didn't realize, I thought if you switch like sites, like your arms versus your thighs versus your stomach, but not in the area, the same, area, and then just going around, the belly button. I didn't know it was going to cause that much problems, but I was listening to a live the other day and the lady did say that she had the same problem that was doing the live. And so I was like, okay, you don't have to tell me twice. And if I'm not mistaken, the other time that I did above my belly button, which was only one time, I didn't lose a lot of weight that week and I had some additional side effects. Now, by no means am I saying that these side effects are horrific, because they're not. They're tedious, they're cumbersome. Literally, whatever I was going through, I could get through it, right? So my mental clarity. Well, my mental clarity kind of ties into my weight loss this week. And the only reason is that I was disappointed. And, my kids we all weigh in on Sunday and they were trying to hype me up. One lost 6 pounds. Neither one of them are on Mounjaro. One lost 6 pounds, but she wasn't feeling well. And she said, I knew I was going to lose weight because I wasn't feeling well. The other one gained a little bit, but just a tad bit. That's the one that goes walking with me. And so I lost 1.8. So when I decided that I was going to acknowledge the fact that I was disappointed, and it's okay that I'm disappointed, I had to convey that to them. It's not that I'm not grateful. It's just I'm disappointed. I wanted more, and it's okay to want more. So there you have it. Now, I also wanted to tell y'all about my A1C. My A1C has gone up and down. I was taking a B12 and it's a dissolvable, and I think that might be spiking my my fasting glucose. And so and could possibly be breaking my fast too. So I'm gonna have to switch when I take the gummies for the probiotic and the collagen and stuff like that and the fiber. I'm gonna have to switch and probably take it then because I eat those after I've already broke my fast. So see if that works, but it's been as low as like 114, but today it was 164. But I had just went and took a shower, and before I took a shower I had done the dissolvable, so I think that may have had something to do with it. So we'll see. It is what it is. Trial and error, trying to figure all of this out. I do not at any given point, say I'm a master of this because I am not. I am literally trying to figure this out as I go. So then, let's see, what else? Oh, drum roll. So I lost 0.8 pounds. And that's why I was a little disappointed because I've been used to the 2, the 3, even the 6. And 0.8 was not where I wanted to see. But am I grateful? Absolutely. And, you know, I kind of went back. I said, I think it was where I did the injection. And I just have to be okay with it. So we're going to go back, and I think we're going to bounce from right to left, and just to give a breather to each side. They just called me and told me my next what is it? My next set of 4 is ready. I'm going to stay on the 5 for another month. And then kind of go from there and see what my doctor wants to do. If I'm losing enough, you know, if I'm losing 2 to 3 pounds a week, I'm fine with that. And I will stay on the 5.0 unless the food noise starts or I'm become stagnant with the weight loss. Then we'll have to move up to the 7.5. But for right now, I'm okay. So anyway, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope these videos are helping and the information that I'm sharing, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to figure it out as I go. And I hope that, you know, on your journey, you are being blessed. You have the least amount, if none at all, of side effects. And we'll talk to you later, butterflies. Love you.